Hi there, I'm Philipp Arlt. We're talking on Kartuga and you're watching Connected Digital World.
So, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Yeah, I'm Philipp Arlt. I'm working at Chicken Bomb Games and I'm the lead game designer on Kartuga.
So, tell us a little bit about Kartuga.
Kartuga is a PvP action MMOG which you can play on the browser, and it's based on Unity. So yeah, I think that's basically the core of the game, and we got this massive overworld with persistent where you can play, do quests and follow the story as well.
So, it's a game obviously that involves pirates and the
Obviously.
sea and ships. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we started years ago thinking about pirates, or the real Sid Meier pirates on the browser, and there were lots of people telling us, wow, they would be great. And yeah, they would be great, but obviously I'm not Sid Meier, and I don't have the IP, but we came up, pirates are fun, and pirates are really fun, and everyone would like to yar over the ocean, but we wanted to give it a little twist. We don't want to come up with your stereotype Jack Sparrow Caribbean pirates thingy. We want to give it our own turn to the genre. That's why we came up with this Mayan environment and with this Da Vinci like robots and stuff like that.
Let's talk a little bit about that. The Da Vinci side, one of the characters is an engineer.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about her and her background and what the link to Da Vinci is.
Well, actually, the engineer is our battlefield control unit. She has some buoys, she has some drones which she can place all over the battlefield, and she can buff the teammates or debuff the enemies. The story behind her is, she's on with the niece of Da Vinci, and she took her or his experiments to the next level, and now we got buoys that can shoot on enemies, and we got these drones that help each other.
So, are the actual items that she uses and creates, are they actually based on real Da Vinci ideas, or are they just sort of made up and said to be Da Vinci?
Well, I've collected lots of Da Vinci illustrations, and they're surely inspired by Da Vinci, but they're no real experiments from it. But I think when you have a look at especially at the cannon buoy, you can see the very famous Da Vinci tank.
There's obviously lots of different multiplayer modes in the game. Would you like to tell us a little bit about those?
Well, we have the domination mode. That's your classy king of the hill mode, where you have to claim 5 ghost ships, and the first team who release 2,500 souls who will win the match. This is a forwards 4 mode, as well as the second mode. There you play forwards 4 as well. That's that. And it's kind of a combination between the old Counter-Strike detonation mode and the classic one flag capture the flag. You get 2 bases, every team, and 3 destruction points, and the first team who destroys the 3 enemy shipyards will win the mission.
Okay. And we've also obviously talked a little bit about the engineer class. There's 2 other character classes as well, aren't there? Do you want to tell us a little bit about
we got the Protector, which is pretty durable. It's almost like the tank class in the game, and what he's really great at, he can dish out extreme amounts of damage while staying on the field. In comparison to him, the Destroyer is like a glass cannon. You have really, really high damage spikes where you can really dish out the whole enemy team, but after that you really have to have your teammates take care of you.
And each one of these character classes have got a unique skill tree. So, do you want to talk a little bit about the skill trees?
Well, each of the classes have a unique skill tree. We have 3 classes, but these 3 classes are like 9 classes, because each of these 3 classes, again 3 subtrees, and you can play. When it comes to the engineer, you can be this battlefield control unit, but you can also play the classic heal unit, like we know it from MMORPGs. With the Destroyer, you can go for range, or you can go for hit and run tactics. So it's up to you. You can choose your ship. You can choose your You can choose your chip, you can choose your weapons, you can choose your ammunition based on your playstyle, based on what you prefer in other games, and you can bring it to Kartuga. You can be the assassin, and you can be the ice mage.
Okay. It's free to play, but there are micropayments within the game. So do you want to talk a little bit about what you can effectively buy for the game?
Well, building a PvP game, the most important for me is that it's fair. And with free to play, it's kind of hard to make something fair. And so we come up with a solution that's more about variation and not about getting 10% more damage on anything. So what we have tried, and I think what we have accomplished, is that you can choose what you want to do. You have the opportunity to collect anything in the game, but you don't have to. You can't get better than other players, but you have more variation. You can decide which is the better solution from situation to situation. And if you pay money, you have a bigger cargo space. You can have everything with you, so you might be quicker to answer to the quest or to the situation, but you're not better than your enemies that don't pay.
Okay, so by this way you're actually stopping the sort of pay-to-win mentality.
Yeah, I think that's the PvP thing. If you want to have PvP and if you want to have people talking about it and say, hey, this is great for comparing me to other players, you can't go for someone who, hey, come on, here are like €1,000, now I'm winning everything. We don't want to do that, and also our matchmaking is helping us with it.
Obviously, you've been talking about Kartuga for a little while now. You've got information on the website. You've been posting videos and updated blogs. What's the reaction been from people?
Well, this was surprisingly, it was extremely positive on every level. It was like, wow, this is a graphic we're looking for on Unity on the browser. And everyone who played it was really pleased with the action that you can have in the browser. And yeah, hopefully they will take on in the closed beta, because from now on it was almost only journalists, and we got 16 people at the Alpha Challenge. And we just made in Germany, we made I think it was Euro, kind of an event where people came to Hamburg and played the game for the very first time. And yeah, people were yelling at each other, were hating each other after the game, and I think that's a pretty good sign that the game works.
You've mentioned Unity a couple of times now. For those who don't know what it is, do you want to tell us what Unity is and how you've used it for the Kartuga?
Well, Unity is an engine like any other engine before, but it has the big advantage that you can use it in the browser. And Chrome comes with it pre-installed, and Unity is bringing 3D to the browser. And we know Unity from mobile games, and some bigger names are using it, but we have it in the browser. And now we got the chance to bring almost console-like gaming to the browser, and the browser becomes a platform which is accessible from everywhere. You only have to download the plugin. It's like 600K, and that's it. Then you can start the game, and then there's no client loading. There's no like 3 or whatever gigabytes.
And it works with all current browsers?
Yeah, we got everything covered. We have Safari, we have Chrome, we have Firefox, we got Internet Explorer. So I think that are the biggies. Okay.
You mentioned as well the closed beta. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and how people can actually sign up?
Well, actually, everyone could sign up in our closed beta. You can go to the website, kartuga.com, you can pre-register, and then we will send you a code. And well, we will start with, I don't know, like 2,000 people, and then we will check if the performance is up to the challenge, and then we will increase it. So feel free to join us.
Great. And currently, when are you planning on releasing Kartuga as a final finished product?
We're releasing a final finished product. Is quite fine with an online game. I'm not quite sure if we will ever reach a state, because we are building a game for the gamers. Not for me or not for any other one taking bombs or Inno games. There's no finish. It's an ever developing game. So, but I think when it comes to the closed beta, I think we're pretty polished for closed beta. and I think it will be one of the first major milestones, and then the open beta will follow somewhere this year.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, welcome.